All right. So I've been watching some of this stuff. Mr. President Trump, sir, I cannot no longer allow this in our country or in our families, right? I, we're, this is madness. Let's watch some of these spirit guides. Do I believe all this stuff? No, no, but these people might know something we don't know. And I hope this stuff is real and these people ain't using it to either send people to their deaths or to steal their selves from us or control. We don't know. The American people are very confused and confused, millions and millions confused of what we really are supposed to be worshiping. What Bible are we supposed to be worshiping? What religion are we supposed? I mean, it's just there's so many religions, there's so many Bibles. I can see how these people are listening to some of this stuff and going completely crazy. But let's listen to some of this. And some of the stuff she is saying is true to somebody on this earth because we all have been through this. Not just a lot of people. All right, let me copy this lady's. Her channel is Let's Hear It Spirits, I think. Let me copy this. Oh, I almost sent that to Miss Debbie Fox. Hold on, here it is. Right. My chat right here. Paste. All right, let's listen.
Hey, hey, collective. If this is your reading, you are now stepping into your life's purpose. And this is great. This is fantastic for you. But this is not so great for another energy who has been picking a fight with you. This is someone who's been gang stalking you, lying about you, spiritually attacking you, and they rallied up a whole big group of people to help them do it. It's like this person had a certain amount of time to either get you to flip out and be arrested or to have you thrown in a mental institution or to try and force your hand at suicide. But they have ran out of time because you have changed. You are not the same person. You are someone who's now living in your life's purpose. Because then we're picking up on the angel number 432, which is all.
Now, see what she is saying actually happened. I can testify to that. They said I was crazy, all this and that. They sent people in. They uh, all kinds of stuff. That's true. I can testify to that. That's happened in my life. Things, I've done bad things in my life, but not what these people are claiming. Uh, Not at all. And this lady doing this reading, she herself might be the mastermind, the controller, the witch. We don't know. I'm trying to confide in my Miss Debbie Fox. She knows about this stuff pretty good.
About taking practical steps toward creating balance and harmony in your life. And this is exactly what you've done. You have stepped out of your south node and you have moved into your north node. You have cut out people that no longer serve you. You have overcame any and all addictions that you might have had. You have completely restructured your life. You are kicking gang stalking's ass, right? And what makes this so crazy, collective, this could be a crooked judge that has been doing this to you. And because it's not working out, this could be someone who suddenly wants to start over, right? I mean, they could even come to you with a big, fat, and fake apology. But once again, do not fall for this. The only reason that this could happen is because this person is not getting what they wanted. Again, they have ran out of time. Because you.
Well, I've sang about it here on this channel many of times. It's a Rolling Stone song. You can't always get what you want, which I did cover a couple Rolling Stone songs on my channel. Make sure you go to videos and you'll see all my music covers that I did. And I do believe there's a couple Rolling Stones on there. Here's the thing, really. If all this is true, I forgive these people. Just stop doing the witchery, because this is, some of the videos make sense, but then some of the videos are like, I'm like, well, uh, somebody's doing something. Are these the people that are doing it because they're opening the door and reading these cards and doing this stuff, which the Lord supposedly, depending on which religion you listen to, this is bad. You're not supposed to believe in this. You're not supposed to do it, which most of these women do, right? Or have at one time. And even men, probably, right? The men are the warlocks. These might be the witches. We're not sure. And we're confused because, and then she talks about these people are trying to confuse you. But then she says the Lord punishes them and they become confused. Well, everybody now is confused. And who was the culprit is my question, right? Do they ever reveal names, certain names? And you got to check into them names. I don't know. Let's listen to some more.
See, collective, you're not even supposed to be here. You were supposed to be dead already. But not only are you not dead, your story will be public knowledge. Very soon, I feel like this is all going to go boom. And I mean in such a way that it's going to be like broadcasted. I mean, the Holy Spirit is telling you to simply trust God's process.
I'm trusting.
There will be a big break in this case. And it's all being carefully and craftily, divinely guided, right? Because whoever you are, collective, the devil has used your enemies as crash dummies. And what I mean by that is they fell for temptation. These are
probably. Who knows? Like I said, some of it's true. I don't know. Right? We can only put our faith and trust in God. And that's what we've been doing. We've done nothing. We've retaliated against nobody. As we sit here, we're sitting ducks. If my general was at here, he'd tell you you're a sitting duck because you're choosing not to, you're putting your faith in God. So they're going to hit you, Johnny. They're going to hit you. You do have the right to fire back upon these people. And you're a sitting duck because here we are trusting God. We don't know. We're listening to these people. We're putting our faith, our everything in God. I'm not retaliating against anybody. The The taste of victory is in these people lied. And they lied for numerous reasons. Most of them are alcoholics, druggies, uh, gluttons, gamblers, gluttons, power seekers, of controllers, right? Some of these people were using I'm your mother or I'm your father and you obey what I say because the Bible said. They were actually using religion to control their own families. God's telling you to do this. They have no idea what they're doing. They're just here's some money, go do this, right? Being paid. Let's continue to listen to this.
Our enemies who assumed that they were going to be able to sacrifice you, collective. They thought it was going to be so easy. And now they have failed. So the devil will sacrifice them instead. The devil don't care. The devil just wants paid. And it's like the devil knew that they were not going to be able to sacrifice you. So he used these people. There's another person here who feels empty inside ever since you went silent. So this is one of those people that you cut out because you knew they weren't serving your highest good. This is someone, collective, who's desperate for your attention and validation because you refuse to chase them. This person could be one of your copycats who's now losing control. And I mean, they are really losing control. Something very explosive. Could be taking place in as soon as 48 hours. I feel like this person is going to do something that exposes theirself. Even your enemies, collective, are starting to realize that you are innocent. All of the people that they rallied up to use against you are starting to understand that you didn't do anything that you have been accused of doing. You are innocent. These are people from a very karmic community. And there are many of these people who feel like they have unresolved issues with you, which is strange because I feel like a lot of these people, collective, you don't even know. There's someone here that you don't know at all, but they think that they know you.
I run across that all the time, Lord. I have no idea who these people are. I got evidence that I've been sitting in this apartment for I don't know how long. And it's making some sense, right? To me, yeah. To someone else, no. Right? They're going to say, oh, well, you're crazy and everything. Yes. Yes, I have a disability. I had a massive accident when I was younger. It didn't affect me too much when I was younger, but concussions over time, they do. I might be crazy, but it makes sense, right? I've always felt out of place, always sheltered away or pushed away or he's an idiot, whatever, right? You know, we've all been through this. So I can agree to that, you know, shunned, right? They call it in the Amish community, shunned, where they don't talk about the people or they just get them out of the community or whatever.
And this could be because this person is batshit crazy. I mean, this is someone, collective, who could be breaking into your home whenever you're not there. And this person is doing this because they are stirring the pot. This is gang stalking 101. This is someone who uses Christianity to cloak their wickedness.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of this too in the religions. Now, these people might not be breaking into your house. If someone might have a key to their house and breaking into it, well, why would they have to break into it if they had a key to your house? And it's all a setup, right? Pretty much is what she's saying, and I would agree to that. Uh, and they're using their religion or whatever to hide that they're very evil, wicked people. Uh, and like I said, if you live in an apartment complex and somebody has a grudge against you and they work for maintenance or office, or someone might have had a key to your apartment before you moved in, and there's numerous ways they can get in to poison you when you're not home. They can shut your apartment power off, right? They could do numerous things. If you have any cameras, they shut the power off, they go in, uh, poison you, poison something, food, whatever, uh, and leave, right? Lock the door behind them. They go and turn the power back on and walk out, right? That means the camera shuts down. Everything shuts down when you shut the power off. They could say they were just there to do maintenance and had to shut the power off or something. And, I mean, there's numerous ways. Or they could just break into your house without you knowing, meaning with a Slim Jim or a lockpick, and you wouldn't even know they were there.
That is disgusting. These people could be a part of an organized crime group that uses blackmail to control the media with fake news. And they all, again, wanted for you to self sabotage. But the Holy Spirit, collective, He is encouraging you to let the anger go. It's not going to do you any good. This energy who now feels empty, this is someone who stood beside a criminal to come up against you with because they were jealous of you. They allowed their jealousy to get the best of them. And you get what you give. This is someone who's now gotten betrayed by the same person that they betrayed you with. This is someone who's now changing their tune about you, collective. Now, this is someone who feels like they highly respect you. And I mean, so much so that they wish they never did it. Much love.
That would make the difference.
Just in looking through.
All right, I guess we have to take it with a grain of salt. I don't know how somebody can do this, cause all this mess. I really don't. There ain't nothing worth killing somebody over, even if you get shafted. Turn the other cheek, walk away, contact authorities, do whatever, but unless there's billions or millions or whatever, a dark secret that somebody don't want to get out, right? whether and it ain't, it's probably has nothing to do with our family, really. I mean, in some scenarios with these people, yes, it probably does, but with some other people, it might just be something that someone did when they were younger and don't want it to get out, and they just start spreading lies and all kinds of crap, and the next thing you know, you got madness, right? So yeah, it's probably what it is or something. It's probably real. It's just depending on what the situation is. Now, if you have a lot of money and you're within a family or whatever, and you got a greedy family member, then yeah, it's possible they did all this. They might have chose to be God in your family and say you don't deserve this $50 trillion. You don't deserve this $1 million home. And therefore they have power of attorney or their power of will, and they choose what happens, right? Not you. So yeah, that's happened. Look at the mighty, either it's a vulture or a hawk. He's he's catching some wind there. So it depends on your situation. I'll have to talk to Miss Debbie Fox. She knows stuff about this tarot reading. Now, am I do I believe everything? No, I don't. I shouldn't even be listening to it, because depending on what religion you are, this is uh, witchery or spell or magic or spells or power of suggestion. Even music, I don't. There's certain songs I can't do because they could be demonic, right? The devil fell to earth. He controls the earth. I mean, really, I've been thinking a lot about this stuff. Is like, I don't even want to play music anymore, because what if it is the devil? I don't know. God plays music too, so we can only do good music. That's why I really didn't get into rap in the 80s. Uh, I mean, I was cool with the Commodores and Sugar Hill and all the roller skating rink stuff. But when that rap came along and it started talking about killing people, and I was like, no, I'll pass on that. And I don't know. It's just me. No offense or anything. I'm not causing any grief or anything or beef with any of them. But I can see what they're saying. No, like I said, also these, if depending on what religion you believe in, this stuff is all witchery. And them even letting us know anything about it is you're falling for it. There is no money. There is nobody's done anything to you. You just were drove crazy, and now you committed crimes because you thought this stuff was real, and now you got to go to jail because it's not. Yeah, I understand how other people look at it that way, but like I said, I asked the Lord, if there's any truth in this, give me a sign, right? For many years, I've been on YouTube begging for a healing, and it seems like when I start getting that healing, someone sees it and does something to me, to either lay hands on me or does something, poisons, or who knows. Uh, it's possible. It's possible. Now, a lot of people, have passed in people's families. Now, whether you were left anything in a will, who knows, right? Uh, it's hard to tell if people don't. If there's a scam in the works, then 9 out of 10 times you're never going to be contacted. You're never going to receive the full amount that you got, right? So I agree with what this lady is also saying. That's a proven fact. Since the day of insurance and wills, scam artists have forged and created conspiracies to steal that. So she's telling the truth about that. Me, myself, hey, there's a lot of people in the world that have millions and billions of dollars, but you don't see me getting off of this couch to do anything uh, to to curse them, to steal their money, or anything like that. So, and I couldn't tell you how to put a curse on somebody, and I've been angry. She's right about that, and it's time for me to let that go. No, and I have been. I've been controlling my temper pretty good. That one lady, spirit talker, Margot, she's right. She knows that I'm not the person to stand by. I do want to attack, but you can't. Your body or whatever this thing or whatever poison, you just can't be 30 years old anymore. Uh, and handle it yourself. So she's right about that also. Right. Plus, I had a couple operations, my concussion. I can't be rolling around on the ground with people anymore. I'm too old. So I don't know what to believe. We're confused. The whole world is confused. We just had the Pope pass. There's a big controversy within the Pope of why this is happening and yada yada yada, and the Catholic Church and the Christian Church, all the churches. And it's crazy. Everyone is confused, upset, worried, praying to God. You might not see it in your churches, but I do believe these people within their own homes are praying to God. Right? They still believe in God and praying to God, even though they've left the church. Right? The whole world is desperate for answers or healings um, or just an inheritance. I can see how these you got an inheritance, you know yeah, they're praying for that. They're praying for a lot of stuff. uh, but you might go through life within your own family, and they might make you believe that, oh, you got this coming. When I pass away, you're gonna have this, you're gonna have that, you're gonna and when it happens, you got nothing. Them themselves were pulling your legs just so you continue to come over and do chores or do whatever, just so you continue to cut the grass or do whatever it may be for that family member, and then they pass and you got nothing. Everyone else got it. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're dealing with. I mean, that's what we're dealing with in America. Now, if I was an inherited trillions or millions of dollars, right? Uh, I probably would give some of it away, depending on how much I was inherited. It's like winning the lotto. You won 50 million, right? Okay, I got 50 million. Now I can afford to dump a couple million just on family or friends, right? I got 50. So I'll take a couple million and hey, oh, hey, you're not doing good in the family. All right, here. You need an operation. Here you go. Right over. New car, whatever. And then you put the rest away, buy a small little place and enjoy your life, relax and invest it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Am I losing my mind? No, my mind was lost when I was a child from my accident uh, many, many, many years ago. So I'm not going crazy. I do have a disability, but am I going crazy? Not really. Someone is inside of me, but not me. And I'll continue to pray to God and sit here on this couch, and hopefully this stuff is true, or it was all a setup. and we'll all be getting arrested. And we fell for their trick of there is nothing. You're crazy. None of this is real. I've been through that too. You start believing in something, and then you get so indulged in it, and then they turn around and say, "Well, you're crazy because it's not real." And you believe too much in it, and you're yeah, yeah. I understand that too. I don't understand it all. God does, and all I could do is ask for the Lord to protect my family, brothers, sisters, father, mother. Even though I don't know, they might be. What if they are the cause of our madness? Well, forgive them, Lord. But till then, till we know 100%, protect them or heal them, heal me, heal the world. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, let's see. That was it, right? There was no more of that. All right, I posted in the chat, and I'm going to post in the community chat this lady. Her channel. You folks feel to, is it real? Is this stuff real? Well, some of the stuff she got right, but I've done research on John. What's his name? That spirit talker who talks to ghost or whatever. I don't know. You folks have a great day. I'll be back. Keep an eye on the weather. All glory goes to God.